Q here. 8 cups of walking away. Walk away, Queen of Cups. There's only disappointment there. Let's go find a new passion and quickly forget about this and move into our new world, unencumbered and full of possibilities, willing to learn and let the storm pass us. We're ready to be nurtured ourselves. We need some city streets with some two-way streets. All these one-ways. 7 wands. Just, I never see it like that, but it's just like pointless battling for pretense, and it's just out of fear, and it's going to collapse everything in the end. Because that cannot hold. It cannot hold. So, those out there that can resonate with this, I'm sorry. Hopefully you're not. And you're just supporting my channel. If you are, cool. Hit the like button. Help me share. And grow. And become tempered. Rolling into Sagittarius season now. And we need angels like crazy. And devils. This angel taught the little devil how to be nice and actually be real. Turns out, they actually like it. They're like, what? It's so different. And I feel better. Like... that was a selling point. I don't know, antagonistic abuses. However, I just had a sense of peace all day, so I think I'm finally walking my talk on that particular aspect of humanity. Boy, do you know I tried, cause well, a long time ago, this human said, oh, screw this shit. To which was vetoed by the divine. Like, straight up. Like, not just tarot hints. Those that are growing. I even had those that were growing freaking apologize for me, or apologize to me for making the suggestion. Vouch for you too, and just being real is the most terrifying thing if you've never really actually done it, or the last time you did, you just got severely hurt. So I'm done playing the damn guessing games. I want someone to tell me something, and it's just not in their nature. Yeah, like white lies happen and stuff like that, but it isn't like every sentence. Watching their words. And that Page of Pentacles there. And just like this. 10 cups of shared happiness. In the depth of emotional completion. Because we're moving out to new horizons. Dead and gone, buried in the most shallowest of graves. I mean, not for nothing. That grave is pretty shallow. So, let's quickly return back to our innocence, as much as they try to jade us. And I'm still gonna be me. I just don't think I do 3 strikes and out anymore. I think it's like 1 and done. A new perspective on, well, how to protect my happiness. Because, whoo-wee. It feels good to know how invincible your character is. Whoo-wee. Knight of Wands, I'm gonna come in with something to actually share that's real. It doesn't have to be love. I would literally just love a true, real friend, honestly. That's my proto-star here from this hot nonsense. And, well, it's the weekend. Let's go collaborate. I don't know. Big changes are coming because the cycle of this hot nonsense is coming to an end. And it resets to an ace. The shortcut. When the heartache is over, I know I won't be missing you. That's the downside of when you're fake. The thing that people will miss and remember about you isn't even you. That's a harsh reality there. Wow. That is a truth. I don't know. Some motivations just baffle me, and whenever that happens, I just go, it just must be money or something. I don't really know because, well, you don't know what you don't know. It's all right, though. I think I said it right by. I'm not sure anybody else would be willing to see past all that stuff that knows that it's, I mean, it takes an energy reader to, like, see that that's this weird, like, facade and defense. Wow, oh my God, it's like the onion layers of just, yeah, just know. Just, yeah, no. Judgment. From the Divine Feminine, we have our resolve. We're going to leap into this new cycle of abundance. After the tower fell, we're going to red flag it and start on a new path. Take the lessons that we've learned and go manifest our destiny. I'm literally going to share their secrets. The personality's secrets. That way no one ever has to fucking deal with it. And by virtue of their secrets being revealed, you literally go, oh, it's tactic 178. All right, Emperor, what say you when you're that figured out? I'm going to hold back the cup and I'm scared and, well, I can't make a decision. I'll never face the truth and I'll make you walk away because I'm not the bad guy. Just let me know if that resonates with anybody. Sadly, so I know it does. It's tactic 68. Truth. Y'all's ways are coming to an end, and y'all gonna be sorely disappointed. So I'd suggest start learning how to wear the world like a light garment and get curiosity about how do I turn this into that. A magician. Get to that happiness. It's gonna take more than just hanging upside down and letting the blood rush to the right head, though. It requires a paradigm shift, straight up. Hardcore, hard definition. Definition 1. And this phantasmagora. I love that word. That's okay. Everything is groovy and great. I've just been in the ruminating stages all day. But it's actually been like, in comparison, my runner came back and abused me more by just distorting reality. I don't know. It was just like, I literally worship truth. And it's the hardest thing to pull out of the damn boy. That's almost like a mini game. So like, all right, how much I gotta endure to get a little nugget that I have to like extrapolate and like put the pieces of puzzles together, because, well, you're not staying on top of your lie as much, because that's the downside of lying, is that you gotta keep all the fucking balls up in the air juggling. I always tell people that. I think it just blew them away. I literally don't lie because, well, I don't want to have to remember all that shit. Again, white lies are different. Don't. That's. Read a room. Read a room. It's just. That is a skill that needs to be taught in the end days of your first rounds of school. Like senior, junior year, and stuff like that. It's like, here's some life skills, everybody. That's what we're learning. Read a room. We're going to do this for the whole year? Yes. We'll call it psychology. All right. There we go. Laughter is the key. Because if you can't laugh about the hot nonsense, man, my goodness, it'll put you to rest. So, I'm going to take my truth. And I ain't going with all that hot nonsense. I want to go forge my own path. And if that gives me conflict and, like, makes me look like I'm making excuses, then so fucking be it. But you either rocking that beautiful sword of truth, or you're not. I ain't gonna twist your arm and make you. 8.5 billion people. I think I'll find somebody that isn't another fox. Someone that genuflects at real, which leads to passion, because they're balanced. And you can have passion and truth and get grounded and go off and make new endeavors, learning from the old. Versus just like studying your wand. I don't know. I never thought I'd be this person. Like, I've always been like hypersexual, but like to be liberated from that is amazing. It's just like, no, there's more to it. And like, I ain't gonna be tortured to have some thing that I can be not tortured and have it just as easily. I want my dragon or my empress. I don't know what I am anymore. I was the divine feminine. Well, I guess I'll find out. I don't know. Maybe I'll remain that. Or maybe I'll be a good harmonization of both. I'm enough for myself. It'd be cool if someone came in and joined in. I'll take my single serving instances outside in the park where we both put smiles on each other's face, have good conversation, and, well, may or may not see each other again. Eternity in a moment. That's how I do it. But some days it's hard in my... I know it's hard. It's very hard. But I did it. I didn't cry a tear. Oh my goodness, that's wonderful. Somebody said, you aren't done cooking. Go back in the oven before you make everybody sick on Thanksgiving. Gonna serve some Dahlberg. I just don't get it. It's the hardest thing for me to do is to tell myself that it's okay not to understand. And that's just like borderline unacceptable. It is the shortcut. And I don't know if my mind will do it or not because, well, I stopped identifying with that damn thing a long time ago. Pro tip. It's the way to get your intuition flowing like a knot here, bringing it. It's also good about facing that if that happens. You're just like, well, I guess it's today. I got no regrets. I aligned with something that was stable, beautiful, real, bright, and the foundation to inner happiness by virtue of conditions being around, supporting it, and not trying to take it away. Yeah. Don't ever let anybody take your smile. And if you find yourself not smiling, whew, that's the biggest like red banner. I just want my damn smile back. I literally feel like I have video camera on me half the time. Oh shit, I smiled, here he comes. That's all right. Empress mode. Breathing life into their wishes. Going off to something new. Something that has a word that's stable and worth reciprocating. Someone who's healed and is ready to pick their head up out of the corner there. They've done the healing to be ready. Cause like sometimes I feel like I just like, hasn't it only been a little bit? No, it's literally been like 3 years. And again, I just want a friend that's real. Man, this is so bizarre. It's like perfect storm. But it made me stronger. And it made me know what I should value. And to me, those karmic lessons, those soul lessons, as hard and terrible as they can be sometimes, well, here I sit, so I must be somewhat okay. I'm breathing. And I learned the probably most useful, best, and most harmonized lesson in the tarot. Temperance. Phooey. I got it. Yep. Man, it's interesting. I picked up a few of their traits that are everything can be done in integrity. The usefulness of like their things that they do, their tactics is literally sadly like a robot. It kind of just breaks my heart that a human is reduced to that. I'm just all like, oh, come on. You think I don't see through that? Come on. You can't be not paying attention that much. Oh, insert tactic 8. They're supposed to make you feel that way, even though they just like cherish every word and can never show you. Now imagine being an energy reader and feeling that energy off of it while you're dealing with the complete opposite for the facade, for known intuitive reasons that have checked out over time because, well, I care about the truth more. I recognize the value of understanding this phenomena and addressing it in the fashion that I have. It literally burdens our whole world. And it's got to come to an end. Judgment, right above the divine there. My first act as we're going to address the core of this. I was not correct. Very hard hit to the energy, but that wasn't its source. To my shock. This led to a long story that I should probably end up telling you. But I'm just Fireside Chat I'm giving myself therapy. This is self-therapy for me at the core of it. And I share it so it may help somebody somewhere else. Because, man, about a year ago, in isolation, that is a common tactic, phenomena that occurs with these folk. And Miss Becca, that's right. I still hear her laugh. Because, well, I don't live on a single straight line of experience. It gets weird. I do pretty good at trying to explain things that are just unexplainable in a way that's like comprehensible, instead of like the weird hear and shoot and hide dance you gotta do around it. Which is hilarious because it full circles back to when I was 23, 24, 25 or so. Just standing in the kitchen. The most profound feeling, awareness, thought, to lower its quality, to say thought. Those are comma briefcases. The essence and the purity of what it means to say duh without all the negative like sass and just on it. It's just like duh. That's the nature of the universe. It's like not saying obviously, because obviously usually comes off as a negative duh. And I did my kinesiology test on it, and I was just like dumbfounded because duh. It's still true. I check it out every now and then. I was just like, was that just a weird kid thing? No. It is a very, like, you'll wrap your head around that 3-letter word many, many times, and you may not get what I mean by that. But that's an absolute. I got a few of them that I'm aware of. You know what I like about absolutes? They're universal. And this one worships truth. And if something's universally experienced by all living conscious things, that's probably true. Like all animals like scritchies. Even an octopus. And just a fun rant. Again, thank y'all. These moments here are therapy for me. Cause, well, even like right now, I'm trying not to like air out their business and shame them when I should literally just be like on blast. This is how you spell his name. This is where he lives. This is his persona that he tends to fall out. This is who he hangs out with. This is what was done to me. I frankly just want his goddamn liver, but you know, whatever. And a nice Chianti. Oof. Love and accept your ego. It takes away its power. Helpful hint. Talk to me. Give it a pet name. That way when these feelings and like ego does come up, they aren't you. Of course, I don't remember my name for it. Let's make a new one. Oh, Dino. Of course, Dino thinks that they should die for cutting them off in traffic. Duh. It's a fucking ego. Doesn't mean we do it. And that's what separates us from the freaking animals. Are you a walking around ego? Probably not if you're watching tarot. But that's what most of the world is. Just rampaging egos out of control when there's a perfectly good prefrontal cortex on the front of your brain that can take control over there. And you just got to convince them of the benefit of doing that. Imagine teaching the darkest, deepest, in the deepest cold of pits of despair and sadness entity, usually called a demon, how to love and be loved. And they get it. Yeah. What's your excuse is what I want to see these days. If this can happen and is verifiable, what is your excuse, poor little human? Oh, you're terrified of it. Well, okay. Life is often a phantasmagoria of phenomena arising like flying fish out of the sea. Don't try to hold them for so long, because you aren't them. I suggest identifying with the sea. When you jump out of it, you'll focus in on that moment. Otherwise, you're just staring at blank space when you could just be the whole sea. But yeah, pro tip for transcending ego. Don't deny that you have one. Don't demonize it. And then I am practicing saying not don't, but these are keyword don'ts. Don't demonize it. And when it has those animal like instincts, like give it the validation that an ego wants. It'll be, I want to say super, but I don't know if that's appropriate. That means I should relook up that word. But you'll be like nourished. It'll be nourished. And if you're still struggling with that identification with it, the sheer fact of accepting those words helps. Give it a pet name. Lulu. Peter Cottontail. I don't know. Make up something ridiculous. The funnier it is and the more you smile about it, the more energized it'll be and the more effective it'll be at not identifying with it. Why did this become a conscious lecture? Because, well, I just dealt with an unbalanced emperor that just wanted to, like... Shit, even Nero didn't have demands like that. Man, like, he is, like, the... yeah, that. Right there, boom. 3 cards explained it all. Looking for that new magical start. The emperor, who has fallen from grace by virtue of not being an emperor. In this one's case, a fearful kitty. And they don't know what to stand for. All they know is how to be fake and pretense while out in public. But if you catch them by themselves and you watch them being raw as they are, they're that beautiful person and the whole reason you got hooked on the hook in the first place. Damn paradoxes. That's okay. I gave it a good go. And now I'm coming down from my hermitage. I'm going to seize the choice presented by the universe, the Lover's card here. And I is gonna go get my happiness by that massive gem right there, or myriad, as explained here in the sun there. And I'm gonna go leap into this new world. Look at that. I just said to time endlessly by virtue of, well, one, I just said it and it happened, and two, like, here you go. Here's this timeless little rant that isn't buried deep in our subconscious, making us act a fool on illusions and confusions and weird options that another gin. Messing with shit. As this gin of judgment rolls in here. And that's what I've learned from it. I like that it's taking the Warshakian aspect of a lion. I feel like the choice is clear. And I'm ready to stop waiting. I see it. It's fun walking outside and being in that energy, but not, like I said, everything can be done in integrity. I honestly feel like I probably stepped into this energy right here. It's very different now. Plus the people that it attracts as well too is interesting. But I don't own it, that's not me, I'm just the witness of it. Truth. But I need to treat my little pet ego a little bit better too. Not be so cold and harsh to it, and follow the advice I'm giving as well. I guess, I don't know. When in doubt, start back at the beginning and work your way through up the lessons again, and well, there you go and have it. If you end up skipping along the way because you're like, yeah, thanks for the reminder, I'm good. And then the universe will test that statement immediately. At least that's how it rolls for me now. Fair warning. And you'll know if you can walk the walk, talk talk. What do you stand for? Or are those just flimsy words to impress so you can get your happiness for a micro moment that has no foundation in reality because there was no reality to it? I mean, I guess that's fine if you just, like, didn't want to see that person again. Ever. I don't know. I've discovered that I've experienced my most highest moments of happiness when I'm being authentically 100% real with myself. And it's enjoyed by virtue of them being 100% of their selves. It's this beautiful, like, equilibrium. The dance of Shiva, actually, I think is what it's classically called. The two impossibles, two egos coming together, and in their harmony of dancing together, they forget that they are egos. It's one of the hugest benefits of, like, a relationship. If you ain't got love figured out, it'll get you there by doing that. But it takes courage and faith. And I'm going to end it on there because, wow, I feel like I've ranted too long. But to whomever finds this across time and space, if you find yourself in a dark space, Q's got you. Even if I'm long dead and gone. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. It's all happened right now. And that's all there ever was or is. It's just fun to watch the progression. But that's an option. Just like identifying with that ego. You can make that whole world and all that, but it only has this much power. And in order to ride this ride, you gotta have this much power. So, you're your own limiter. So if you are in a dark space, Q's got you.